what this is all about?
Well, I can't talk about the specifics of anything. I think it's just an example of the pent-up interest in crypto. And we are hearing from clients around the world about the need for crypto. I mean, when you think about, I think some of this rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality with all the, all the issues around the Israeli war now, global terrorism. And I think there's more people running into a flight to quality, whether that is in treasuries, gold, or crypto, depending on how you think about it. And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a flight to quality.
Last week, Cointelegraph tweeted out a false alarm that BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF had been approved. Bitcoin shot up 10% immediately on the news to over $30,000. Following this, Larry Fink appeared on Fox Business. When Larry Fink speaks, everyone listens. That's because he's the CEO of BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, has over $8.5 trillion under his management, and is arguably the most powerful and influential figure in investing. Larry Fink has a unique perspective, as BlackRock are one of the front runners in the Bitcoin ETF race. He believed the rally in Bitcoin extended beyond the false report and ETF rumor, and it was an example of the pent-up interest in crypto. Larry concluded that the rally was about a flight to quality, with all the issues surrounding the Israeli war. When the CEO of the largest asset manager in the world is calling a rally in crypto a flight to quality, how could you not be bullish? Make sure to stick around to the end of the video where Larry Fink speaks on the future of technology and innovation. Also, if you guys want to stay most up to date on the crypto world, I sent out a daily 5-minute crypto newsletter that covers expert predictions, on-chain data breakdowns, and breaking news, all for free. Click the first link in the description, enter your email, and join over 15,000 others to become a better crypto investor right now. Now here's Larry Fink with his outlook.
My view is if the invasion is held to the southern borders of Israel, I think we are anticipating that already. I don't think the market's going to be changing that much. And it really depends on the oil market and how that plays out. I mean, obviously, the marketplace today is up, 350 points as we speak right now. The marketplace knows the potential reality. So I think that's somewhat into the market. And I've been asked all the time now, why is the market being so resilient with this, with now global terrorism, with what's going on in Israel, Ukraine, all the other issues? And I think we're not spending enough time talking about some of the great things that are going on in the world today. And that's when I think about technology and how that's going to be shaping and changing our world. When you think about AI and robotics, this is going to accelerate movement more towards nearshoring, onshoring. We're going to be able to use this new technology. We're going to be able to create more productivity.
You say onshore, more jobs here in the U.S.?
More jobs and more factories. There's no question technology displaces some and creates new. So I'm not trying to suggest it's a perfect situation for everybody. But what I'm trying to talk about is the optimism. There is a strong fundamental belief that technology is going to raise the value of financial assets because it's going to increase and enhance productivity. If you look at productivity in our world today, productivity has fallen, especially during
dramatically.
COVID.
Yeah.
And for countries that have declining populations, declining demographic, the role of technology can play a really incredible role. I know you spend a lot of time talking about the changes in pharma. And think about the transformation that drugs like Ozempic is doing for humanity. We're going to be changing, really deadly diseases into more chronic diseases. We're going to reshape humans' lives. The work that is being done on dementia and Alzheimer's in terms of the new class of drugs there, we're going to be extending life there too. So there is so much negativity going on, and a lot of it is rightfully so. But we're not spending enough time talking about the optimism,
Larry,
opportunities.
One of those negatives is inflation.
Interest rates going to be higher for longer.
So they're going to raise it again, you think?
I think in December the Fed will raise one more time. And I think they have to pause in November with what's going on in Israel. Right. But I think they'll raise one more time. Think about it now. Think about it now because of the global instability. We're going to be spending a lot more money in the world for defense.
Right.
That's inflationary. We're spending a lot more money on reshoring and onshoring. That's inflationary. All these things in the short run are inflationary. And so we're building up this. And we have also, you mentioned the CHIPS Act, we have the IRA, and we have the Infrastructure Act, all just starting to create new jobs and new opportunities. We are going to spend more money in defense national security has become a bigger issue. Our borders are becoming a bigger issue. That's the same thing true in all parts of the world. And so I do believe defense, our spending towards, in the short run, for more AI and more chips, this is all just accelerating. And this is one of the fundamental reasons why I believe inflation is going to be here for longer, stickier, but it's not going to be to the 1970s again, but it's going to be elevated above the 2% target.
Think they'll change the target?
Inflation was below the 2% target. And they tolerated it. And I think there's going to be a time, if we could ever get it down with firmness, a 3% level of inflation for a long period of time, they'll relax.
What's the magic of 2%?
Well, I don't know what the magic of 3. I mean, to me, 3 is actually a better inflation rate.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if you look at what food costs are going up, if you look at what's going on related to housing, that is more than 2 or 3%. We're talking 6, 7, 8% type of growth rates in these things. And so many Americans are feeling the pain of rising inflation. Well, I would say the industries and the companies that are continuing to transform itself, some of the tech companies like NVIDIA, some of the pharma companies like Eli Lilly, some of the defense companies.
But that's U.S.
That's U.S. Now, in the world, we just were with $23 trillion of global investors in Japan 2 weeks ago. And the opportunity in Japan is breathtaking because you're starting to see the Japanese economy move out of its 25-year tailspin.
It's about time.
And the stocks are really cheap. And they're undervalued, and all the investors came away saying, we got to refocus on Japan. But then you got India, you got Mexico. Think about where all the reshoring of, as companies are looking to diversify away from China, you're seeing that companies are moving to Vietnam, they're moving to India, they're moving to the Philippines, they're moving to Mexico. Mexico has had phenomenal GDP growth over the last year and a half. And that's a lot of these companies are moving there. How can you improve humanity? How can we bring down the heat of hatred and fear? And the problem is hatred and fear is growing. And BlackRock, as the largest retirement manager in the world, we have to focus on hope.
Yeah.
Because why would anybody take their money out of a money market fund that's earning 5.5% to invest in the long run? It is about hoping and believing that the future is better.
I like money market returns right now.
I do too, but there are a lot of things I like right now. But
are they afraid you're some of these CEOs from standing up for Israel? It seems like such an obvious thing to do.
I'm standing up against bigotry and hatred.
So there's Larry Fink, a titan in the investment world. His insights into the recent Bitcoin rally, coupled with his perspective on the Israeli conflict and the future of tech, truly underscores the multifaceted forces shaping the crypto sphere. When someone of Fink's stature speaks on a flight to quality in crypto, it's hard not to feel the waves of optimism for the future of digital assets. For those eager to stay on the pulse of the crypto world, don't forget about our daily 5-minute crypto newsletter. Get first-hand insights, expert analysis, and the latest happenings all curated for you. The link is right below in the description. Join our community and equip yourself with the knowledge you need in the fast-evolving domain. Anyway guys, hope today's video provided you with some value. I'll see you all in the next one, and as always, all the best.